do it on this one because that one's not having it for some reason. Let's see if I can do. Might have to bring him down a bit more. No, I've got no connection. This one. Okay, let's go across there. Right, we're going to have to go on this one. Just about got it there. I think that'll do it. Oops. Stars, there we go. God, it does make it a bit darker in there, doesn't it? Makes a difference when you've got the big lights on. Oh, that's bright. It's a bit bright, that is. Hi guys, how you doing? We've had a bit of a problem setting the computer up today. The main studio one is not logging in, and it's a direct line straight through to the modem, and I know it's working on all the other computers, so that's okay. But for this one, for somewhere along the line from there to there, there's something not talking to somewhere. So we're on the phone again, believe it or not. It's always best to get on the phone if you can't work it with the big stuff. So there you go. Hope you're well, and I hope you enjoyed the video I did on my Facebook, not my Facebook, my YouTube, explaining of the 3 years we've been doing the studios and been doing the stuff. 280 songs and 25 albums, all available on BANDCAMP. Okay, well, we got the stars activated. If you want to get some tips, that's not a problem. Hope you're all well, and we've got everything else going anyway, so that's okay. I've just had to put the big light on though, because I'll just show you what it's like with a little light off. So it's got the old discos going. It's not too bad, but it's not very bright, is it? But it's not too bad. It gives you a bit of atmosphere, but it's a little bit on the dark side there, isn't it? Let's see if I could lighten that up a bit. What's that one do? Playing about with buttons here. These phones are great with these little apps and that, but you can get lost with them a little bit. Oh, that's good. That's lit up my screen anyway. I don't know if it's lit up your screen. It's like a backlight or something. Wow, that's different. That's just like put a backlight on at the back of the screen. How weird. That'd be cool if you can see that, guys, as well as I do. It must be some sort of infrared or something or other. Been watching a bit of a film, The Hustle. That was quite cool. A bit of a laugh and that. And it went on a little bit longer than I did want to, but there again, come on about this time basically, and I can get round to the people all around the world. Last count, what was it, 6,500 on the other one. No, actually Tic Tac was not 7,500 people watching on that one. YouTube, 300 and some odd. We're just building that one up still. Got to get it to 1,000. But I've got 72, 75, I think one more video, I'll get 75 videos I've done between now and September. So last September and now I've done 75 videos. It's going to give me another certificate, so I'm quite happy with that. So there you go, it's all clever stuff. So we've got a few sounds here. You'll probably hear them a bit clearer tonight actually, because they're still going through there, but not going through this software which basically levels the sounds off a bit. So it won't be too loud, but it'll be nice and smooth. Thought we'd start off with a bit of bright lights. it starts off with. So yeah, that was a little bit, that was bright lights there, but a bit late today because looking at my computer now, I still haven't got a connection on that, so I've not really got a good connection from my modem, and I'm running through the cable, so that would give me enough power to run my Streamlabs software. Streamlabs works, computer works, it's just not taking the lead from there to there, and in the actual office, something's not quite right. It's not talking to it, but then again, the one in the office is working fine, so have to look at that one tomorrow. That's took me about it's took me about a good 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to sort out, but obviously it's still not come through. So we're on the actual home phone, and there you go. It means I just can't see what you're actually saying to me. That's the problem, because yeah, I just can't see. It's a bit too small. The screen's a bit too small. But anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. That was a bit of bright lights. And yes, the environment is a little bit brighter. Not so brighter now when you've got the normal, this camera going. It's good. It's good. I can lighten it up, and I've lightened the screen up so I can see what's going on. I suppose you can see what's going on. But obviously when the Streamlabs are on and these 4K cameras are working, it really lights up the shot pretty well. But we got the disco gear lights going, so that's not too bad. I think that's Colin there. Hi Colin, how you doing? Hope you're well. You're going to have to get one of these headsets, they're pretty cool, I tell you. And there's an orange. So yeah, been watching Hustle. That was pretty cool. Went on a bit longer than I wanted to, but I thought, yeah, come straight on there. But then of course, obviously, we had some problems, so that made it a bit later. But looking at it now, I've still not really got a connection on that, so it's obviously the connection, the cable that goes in from there to the modem. Somewhere along the line, it runs along the floor and it runs under here. And it's not talking because I've just put it in different settings and changed the cables around on the other one. And the one in the office works a treat. So very strange. So we'll have to... We're on the phone, we're on the home phone at the moment, so it's picking up pretty well. This one picks up pretty good. It's a good 4K job. And I've brightened the screen up so I can actually see what's going on, because it's quite dark, so I don't know what it's like when you're looking at you. You can see me. Hopefully there's a little infrared light there that's lit me up and everything, so I don't know. Because I can't monitor myself now, because I'm actually using the phone to do the thing. Okay, bit of Depeche Mode then. There you go, I've got to think about it now. little bit of the old, I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. That one's from, trying to think where's that one from. It's one of the old pop song ones. Got good rhythm to it, I must admit, but it's a bit sort of a big, bit of a, it's actually a little bit of a poppy one, that one, isn't it? That's a little bit more nearer poppy one. synthy one there for you. A little bit of a synthy one there. Yeah, so we got all the things running again at the moment, but computers, that one's not talking to the modem. Never mind, how you doing? How you doing, mate? How you doing? We've got loads on board at the moment. Cool. Okay, let's see what we can find. A little bit of hippie hop. Hippie hobby. Get the old fingers going there. Okay, a little bit of human then. bit of human there. And yeah, that's not actually done with the reggae, that was actually done with, let's have a look. I actually put that one on a tip hop, not a hip hop, a tip hop. And it's also given me the options of putting a different sound on the synthesizers. I could also have a chef, but that's a bit too much power. Also got some windy sounds there, and also got a whiny sound. So there's quite a few good. You have 4 variations to each rhythm on these sort of keyboards, the way they've set themselves up. And then when you press the one touch button, everything sets itself to whatever you want, and you have 4 variations of the rhythms of them and all. Like, so you've got this one, heavy guitar, and you've got a DBM guitar. You get a nice sort of a beat on there. Or you can have a heavy first. Or just a normal guitar on that one. So there's quite a few different variation sounds to each beat that we put on. I'm going to start, people have been asking me how the actual keyboards actually work and that, so I'm going to try and go into the detail with them and do a video on one keyboard at a time and run through everything it's got. It might take probably about an hour or something like that, but yeah, there's quite a few people that's got some of these keyboards still around and they want to know exactly how they all work. So I will try my best to help you out on those. Any sort of questions you got, we'll try and see if we can answer those. Because there's quite some good variation stuffs on these. The sounds are amazing on these Casios. Although they're old keyboards, they are still as good as they were the day they came out. Still got all the good sounds. All the organ sounds and everything. So there's some good stuff on there. The 4 variations to each sound and all, which is pretty cool. I could actually do a full chord on it, because you can actually have the change of 4 chords. So if I did the chords up here, see the bass line follows the keys. And normally in most keyboards this split about here, but Casio took it a bit further, and so did Technics. They actually worked out that you could do the full range chords right on top of the keyboards. there you go, put a few full ones in there, a bit of Coldplay there, and also we have Coldplay, and also the Killers. So we've had a few odd ones today, I must admit. Bit of a pity about that though, but I think that's not too bad. I can see myself okay, but I don't know if you guys can, so I shall have to have a look to see how this one came out. Because I've sort of pressed the button and it's sort of made a backlight. So what was a dull screen has now come a nice bright screen. And I can see all of in here, looks like it's just put the infrared on, like it's kind of weird. Anyway guys, if you're enjoying the music, and don't forget the old merchandise, look at that, I got my cup. And DJ Steve Francis, was it that way? Could be that way. It depends on this phone, because it does it the other way around, backwards and forwards. Forwards and backwards. Check out the links, got all my merchandise on there, look at that. That's me in the studio, I don't know how that's picking it up. It looks too, yeah, it looks like you can just about see me on sitting down on that keyboard there and playing. And we've also got the bags. I know some guys and some fans have actually bought some stuff. Thank you very much. If you want to just basically take a photo of that, of you wearing them, send them back to me and we'll put them on our website and that, and we'll basically put your name on and everything. That'd be pretty cool. As my fans and followers, thank you very much. Okay, well, yeah, it's a bit of a strange one today. I don't know with this internet going or not going in the studio here. I'm running through the speakers, so you're hearing me through all the speakers. This is what I would hear anyway normally, so I know it's usually spot on. But obviously when it runs through the studio and Streamlabs, it's a different sort of volume setting, and sometimes I find that out, that one of the keyboards is usually louder than the other. It doesn't sound like it in here, but when you're in, listen to it back, it sounds completely different, and it's so strange. I think, oh, blimey now, you know. So I might actually put some headphones on sometimes when I actually have them, and then I can actually hear the difference. But it's only when it goes through the airlines that it comes through different, so it's all weird. But anyway, I hope you're all well. I forgot what time it is now. I'm going to finish up at 1. Half an hour we got. I don't know if you've been watching YouTube. I put a video on there showing every one of my pictures on my albums, which are available on BANDCAMP. So have a look at all the links and check out all the BANDCAMPs on my stuff. We've got quite a few followers now. It's coming up to about 70 or 80,000 actually, all around the world on different networks. So it's quite a lot. And as I say, I should have another certificate tomorrow, saying I've got 72 videos done between now and September. So it's October, November, December, January. It's 4 months. It's not bad. It's 72 videos in 4 months. Wow. So there you go. It's coming along, and I'm also working on my 432 number 11, and that one is themed to the moon. So I've got that one going. Also got another website I've set up on YouTube, which it does all for my AI stuff. I've got a software basically called Boomi, and what it does is basically it makes the stuff for you. You just tell it what to do and set all the levels and everything, and then you put a name to it, and apparently that's all there is to it really. So we've got about 4 albums out, about 45 songs on them, and I've been putting them. That's more up to the moon. I put all that based on the moon, and that walking on the moon and driving on the moon and stuff like that. What it would be basically if you were walking on the moon, and what atmosphere you got, and you know what's all around you, and you know what you felt like, and you know it's just imagination, really, isn't it? That's what it is. It's the power of the imagination of the mind. So basically, yeah, that's on that one. And also, I've been promoting me and Ross Rieger's Beyond the Skies. That's gone on quite a few networks and everything. It's going quite well. And also the other one I did, Beyond the Horizon. If you ever get a chance to see the video on that, you want to see it, because I actually did it with the mind of the spaceship going up, going to different planets, going through worlds and stuff like that. And funny enough, I got all these videos from Pixels, put them all together on canvas, put them with the music, and basically it all come together like that. And I even bring them home at the end, so it's pretty cool. And I see that probably about in a few hours' time, over in the USA, SpaceX is going for the first flight, for the orbit flight. So I hope they do really well on that. And I also had some music made for that, which basically is Beyond the Horizon. So let's see if I can imitate it back on there. It was on this one, I think I did it. Or no, I think it was on the Yamaha. That's why we've got different sound settings. So let's see if we can get a close match to this. No, it's not. It's more of a beat, isn't it? No, it's just a normal. That could do it, yeah. Okay, right, let's speed up a bit. Yeah, it's about that fast, actually. So, completely different sound, I must admit. Let's just. See if we can find that. Well, that's quite nice, it's a spacey one. Them beats. It's unbelievable, them beats. Oh, that's different. It's a bit too quick though. That could work. It's close to it. Okay, I'll do my close to the Beyond the Horizon. Transfer's gone back to 1, so I need to take back up. course, and it basically fades out and the spaceship comes down and lands on the runway. So we brought took the astronauts into space and we brought them back down again. So it should be interesting to see how it goes with the launch of SpaceX. And we shall be watching that live in, I think it might be probably a few more minutes, a few more hours actually. Well, I'll go on about 1 o'clock and go on the other computer and have a look at it live from SpaceX and see how it gets on, see if it can fly this big thing. They're going to try and go for an orbit launch, so that would be pretty cool, so get it into orbit. It's been flying all the other ones and taking all the satellites up there, so now we're going to see if the big spaceship will go up there. And it's a heavy one, but there again it's got a lot of power, so it might do it, Every confidence in the guy. I mean, I don't know, I support Elton Musk because he's the only one that's basically doing anything in this planet, because every time anyone wants to do anything to advance anywhere, the government or anyone else put you down. So you get nowhere, so your technology goes nowhere. But this guy is done lots, and good on him, that's what I say. Don't let anyone tell you what to do, that's the thing. Oh, that's cool. Like, oh, some weird sounds in this thing, I'll tell you. And if you hold it, go a bit more. Sounds like a cat. It's amazing stuff. Okay, well we ain't done with this one, so let's get on this one. Just about see me, can't you? You'll have to move the old phone a bit. Let's move the old phone a bit there, so you can just about see us. I'm hiding in this corner. As I say, with the other cameras, it would light up a tree. It's like a Christmas tree in here, like once you have them other cameras. I think they've got a better aperture. I think that's what it is. But as I say, in the week I'll go through every single keyboard and we'll spend about something like an hour on it, and I'll go through whatever keyboard does, because these are not quite synthesizers, but they have got synthesizer sounds, but they're a range of keyboards, and what you do, you can actually arrange different things and sounds and rhythms and styles and everything. Or you can just basically use the normal standards, ones that's in the factory resets, which I do. I basically just sort of pick a rhythm, think, yeah, that'll go with that, play that, and then I'll go store it, and then basically write out what it is, and it comes out on the big screen here. I've got a nice coloured screen on this one, and it's got some good stuff. Okay, let's see where we can go. And of course, give you banks. Well, banks are different. You've got Latin bank and bank A. The next bank is the love songs. I've got about 10 long. Next bank you can go to is bank C, which is all the synthesizer stuff I've got in there. Then there's bank 1, which is pop music. Bank 2, old time music. Bank 3, rock music. Bank 4, which is party music. Bank 5, 60s music. Bank 6 is a bit of rock and roll, stage growth thing like. Bank 7 is rock and roll, funny enough. Bank 8 is ballroom stuff, like, you know, the waltz and stuff bank 9 is big band stuff, and bank 10 is melodies. So basically, it could be anything on that one. So let's do a melody. there you go. There you go. So that's basically the techniques we finished off on there, and we'll switch these off. These are easy, just press the button. But this one's a bit different. A lot of people get this one confused. You have to hold it for 2 seconds and then let go. Because otherwise it don't switch off. A lot of people are shaking their heads, and they've asked me loads of times how do you switch one of them off, and I said you hold it down 2 seconds. You don't just switch it off once, otherwise it won't go off. So there you go. Anyway guys, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had a fantastic time. A little bit later than usual, but we're not through the normal studio. We are in the studio, but we're not through the normal studio, unfortunately, because my computer here, which runs Streamlabs, which is the software that uses my cameras, which make the place a lot more brighter, they basically, well, basically everything's working, but it's just, I can't get on air because the broadband's not, well, no, it's not the broadband, it's actually connected straight to the modem. Plug it in there normally, that's what normally happens. I've swapped the few plugs around on the other one and tried them on the other one in the office, and it works fine. So there must be a cable from here to there that's not working somewhere. So we'll have to go find that tomorrow, that's going to be fun. Anyway guys, thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget to check out all the old websites, and also join me on Facebook. Not Facebook, join me on YouTube, because I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers, and I'm getting better. I've got about 460, somewhere around there, or 360, 400, I don't know, somewhere around there. It's climbing up quite nicely. So I'm online, and also we'll have a certificate tomorrow to show you, that is for my 75 videos between now, which was last September, and here. So it was about 3 months' work, 75 videos. My God, I can't believe I've got 75 videos in. Anyway guys, thank you very much for joining me. Take care. We'll see you soon.